But, all right, we got that taken care of. Let's do one more check before we get this preseason training in there about who's there. I mean, like, Jack-Eye and Zamula getting better would be helpful, but is it as necessary? You know, like, we got some of these medium sevens, both 25. Bear was 23, but didn't have much of a potential. Kasparov and Blomqvist isn't the worst. 21 and a 68. Then again, we know that's going to be the defense this year. So there really wasn't anybody else. I was at the point where Deacon's starting to get weak. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that, though. Honestly, I do think we have to put in the younger crowd. Some of our guys are already pretty damn good. It's like, how much better do we need them to get? Whereas some of the other younger players will benefit from it hugely. So Blomqvist, Kasparov. Let me see. Not too worried about bumping up these guys just because we know they're not going to make the roster. We already have our 6. Sapala, Pooley. I mean, Sapala could at least go down if we need the space, which we do. Like Pooley and Torre could still use the boost. Dubé, let's be honest, how much better is he really going to get? McCown, how much better is he going to get? Some of these other guys that are like 25, 26, I'm not as concerned. Like Tambellini, Martin, Lumala, I think could benefit. I cannot send down Dubé, though, because of the no movement clause. But like Baines, Merkelhoff, even Toporowski, how much better are they going to benefit compared to even like a Noah Wild? K. Schwintz at 24. I'm not too worried about K. Schwintz. Let's see. Now what have we got for centers? Ivan, Avon at 25, Skardair and Arneson. Okay. Was there anybody that we sent down? Like Logan Morrison, I'd rather focus on Parker Ford to make him even better. Honestly, I kind of feel that way with the 4th liners, right? I should want the higher ups to develop that much more. So like Baines, Merkelhoff, Toporowski. Actually, hold on. McAllister, Sass, and Dylan. What's going on, man? Glover as well. Try to make the high-end guys that much better. Let's see. Sasson, Glover. At least go with Sasson. That way it's 4th liners and depth forwards, and then the younger guys. Just try to make the high end for the lineup that much better. Not too worried about those 3, though. Okay, I think that's good. I am going to have to quickly double check a couple of goals for the season now. Mainly the ones where I'm going to tell certain people, like, hey, I'm going to send you down. And then hopefully we get a boost for that. Hopefully. So, like, Nikolai Kasparaitis, season goal, long-term, send down. Because we know he's not going to be on the NHL roster this year, but hopefully this works for something. Would be a good team to rebuild this year. Calgary. Calgary's a decent one. There's a couple of decent ones. Heads up. Remember to watch out for waiver. Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about the guys that we're calling up. Obviously, some of the other guys that we got to send down. Like, I can't imagine they're going to get claimed. So let's see. Tambellini. Season goal. Long term. Send down. I don't remember if I set one from Martin either. Send down. Again, hopefully this does something decent for us. Hopefully. It doesn't tell us, but you watch, eventually it'll be like, oh shit, yeah, that was never worth it after all, but whatever. Whatever. Left wing. I don't think we had the goal for Wild yet. Send you down, Noah, at least after the preseason. We're going to send you down. And then for the centers, Scroda. Yeah, cynical. The fucking bot's always weird. It's from the old Alexis on fire, Alex on fire, whatever you prefer. It's not whatever you prefer. There is a correct way. Which one is it? I'll never tell. Yeah, it's from their most recent album. Old Sweet Dreams of Otherness. Hell of a tune. There we go. It worked that time. Bot just doesn't like you, cynical. Send down Scrodair. Sure, whatever. Maybe I shouldn't send him down. Maybe he's going to get pissed. I mean, it's 71 overall. Maybe I should have set him up to try and compete for the Calder. Maybe we'll do it next year, though. Because I already pissed him off. And there's nothing I can tell Arneson. Okay, so let's see how this plays out. Max McIntosh. Preseason. We want to do 5v5 focus. There you go, Maximus. Let's get us that extra bit of development here. We'll continue to sim to the regular season. Fingers crossed we see some big fucking gains here. Steroids. Please put our younger players on steroids. Oh my god, they need them. Oh my god, could they use them? We'll be curious about doing a testing franchise. We test all the stuff that doesn't give direct numbers. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It would be interesting, but also I don't know if I have the patience for it. All right. So Guzda and Cooley, of course, aren't affected by the training, but they are looking good. Cooley, Torre got better. Kasperitis up to a 70. Longfist to 69. We are going to play Hagelin, though, to try to brute force him, but these two are going down. For Zamula, Jack-Eye. We'll have to call up Sapala in a minute. Lamala at a 64. We are going to send him down for the year. Call up Sapala. Martin and Tambellini are both going to go down. We did set Sokolov to try and win the Calder. I don't know if that's going to prove to be a wise decision by the end of it, but we'll see. Just call somebody up if somebody gets hurt. Wild, we were good to send down. Call up. I don't know if we're calling up Petrovsky yet. Probably calling up Hunter McCown, though. And centers. Cannons win the Calder. Hayes win the Calder. Arneson win the Calder. Scrodera we can send down. And then who do we have to call up? Glover, Wheatcroft, McAllister. And a couple of depth forwards. But we did get some decent... I mean, Archdeep Baines is up to an 88 after that development, you know? I mean, it definitely worked out for some of them. First liner. Pierrick Dubé, by the way. Good lord. Fucking good lord. Who the hell am I going to scratch here? Jesus. Might not have thought this one all the way through. Oh, baby. Dubé developed silver magnetic. He's getting better. He is getting better. All right. So Hayes, Kennins, and Arneson. So McAllister, Wheatcroft, and Glover are probably the ones that are going to get taken out. Just because they're more physical based, and it's like I think we can maneuver around that. Let's get Kennins in there. All right, so let's see. Ford's a third liner. McCown's a fourth liner, third liner, third liner. So we can do Sasson, Toporowski, Ford. So at least Burke's also a third liner. Could be Burke that drops down. Two of them are going to have to play on the fourth line. Hayes is a low top six. Sokolov's a medium bottom six. Kennins was the other low six. So Sokolov and Arneson will be on the fourth line with McCown. Toporowski, Sasson, Ford. I still think I want Baines, Merkelov, and Dubé as the top line, but we're going to have these guys as the second. I mean, you could argue split them up a little bit. Actually, because, yeah, Burke is there. Sasson or Burke on that second line. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to have to play people out of position this year, too, but I'm not that worried about it at this stage. Sokolov, Arneson, McCown. Actually, McCown should probably be at center. He's going to have the best face-offs. Arneson, McCown, Sokolov. Toporowski. Burke and Ford. Merkelov, Sasson. Kennins? Or Hayes? He's at least playmaker, sniper. Oh boy, we are going to sim horribly because of this brute force attempt, but you never know. Yeah, we lose a bit of chemistry, but Dubé, Baines, Kennins. Hayes, Sasson, Merkelov. I'm not worried about line chemistry. I'm worried more about the face-offs. Toporowski, Burke, and Ford. Honestly, I think that works. It keeps a decent balance of keeping some of these guys in a position to succeed while still trying to keep other people happy. This could backfire, especially for the guys on the third line. But we got to try. So, let's see. So it's going to be Dubé, Baines, and Kennins. Hayes, Sasson, and Merkelov. Topo with Burke and Ford. Arneson, McCown, Sokolov. Defense. Let's see. Do we have actual right-handed shots? It's literally all lefties. That's insane. Oops, all lefties. All right, so defense is going to be Samula and Hagelin. Good old Xhekaj and Sapala, Torre, and Pooley. Suddenly we're the Maple Leafs, right? Don't know how that worked out, but that is where we are. So our power play, as fucked up as it's going to be, is Dubé, Baines, and we want Kennins here. Defense. What do we want to do here? You know? Let's go with Hayes and Hagelin. That is going to be our top power play unit, which is horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. But essentially, it's just going to be get the puck to Pierrick Dubé. Finisher is going to be Baines. Just get the puck to Dubé as best you can. As best you can. I'm so worried that this is going to be a mistake that's going to drag down the higher overalls that we're seeing. But we have to try. We have to try. So that's Dubé and Baines. That's Kennins, Hayes. -3 chemistry is comedy. It's something. So then here we have the old Sasson. We need Merkelhoff. We want Arneson. We want Sokolov. Okay. So the other power play is Kennins, Hayes, and Hagelin. This one has Arneson and Sokolov. Big question is whether or not it's Burke or Toporowski or Ford that gets that final spot. To be honest, I'm not sure. Honestly, whoever out of them is a righty, which I think the only one is Parker Ford. Yeah. All right, let's get old Sasson in front. That works. So it'll be distributor, Ford, finisher, Merkelhoff, Sasson, the puck carrier. Yeah. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. We're trying to have our cake and eat it too. Stick with the guys that are already good and use them to hopefully develop the next in line. At least the AHL is looking as good as it's looked. I do not know if this is going to work. We have a lot of mid-season updates that we're going to get on players trying to change player type. That'll hopefully help us out a bit as well. We are just throwing what we can at the wall to see what will stick and what will, kind of help us get through this. McIntosh has a 72% scheme fit, so he's going nowhere. All right. Let's hope this does not result in the already established players on our team just seeing their overalls plummet. That is why, and we lost our first game of the year 9-1. Oh, shit. That's what I'm worried about. We know if we put out the best this lineup can offer, the best this organization can offer, we're going to be okay. But because of those lower rated guys that we're trying to brute force development for, this team's going to suck. So I am, I don't know. I'm a bit concerned. I'm a bit concerned already just because it is a risk. Dubé and Baines still have their abilities, though, so that's a promising sign. Hey, Sasson has quick draw? Out of nowhere, Max Sasson developed silver quick draw. Okay. The old I'm going to call him Sasson. Shit. All right, here we go. Chase Wheatcroft, what's up? Bang. Grinder now for Wheatcroft. Aggression, body checking, and strength all go up. Very nice. We're going to have a lot of these. Rachlowski. Hey, becomes a playmaker. Deking, hand-eye, passing, and puck control. Way to go, Jakob. Very nice. 2 for 2. Arshdeep Baines. Hey! 3 for 3. Becomes a power forward. Aggression, body checking, and strength. 3 for 3 so far. Extra attributes. Wherever we can get them. Ty Glover. Hey! 4 for 4. Aggression, checking, and strength. This is working out well so far. 4 for 4. Can we make it 5 with Navrin Mutter? Boo! Boo, Navrin, boo. Boo. Yegor Zamula. Now a defensive defenseman. Let's go. You're going to leave them for a while. Would they lose the attributes of changing it? No, they have the attributes. That's just a thing now. I don't know if I could get away with immediately changing them back. I don't know how soon I can ask them again. See, Joe Fleming, defensive defenseman. Let's go. Awareness, blocking, checking. Let's go, Joe. Smo Joe. Let's see, Arbor Jackeye. Ah, no offensive defenseman, Arbor Jackeye. I'm heartbroken. This challenge isn't even worth continuing anymore. Sawyer Fair in goal. Yes. Becomes a hybrid. Woo, that's worth it for goalies. Aggression, agility, durability, endurance, speed, and vision all get a +3. Let's fucking go. That is tremendous. Very nice. Mac Guzda does not switch to butterfly. Okay. So I think what I'll probably do is only do it once a year. Because I'm pretty sure that's as much as I can ask them. I mean, I'm not sure what the month limit is. Hey, butterfly goalie for Devin Cooley gets a +3. Oh my God. In like every reflex attribute. That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. Henrik Lidstrom also switches to butterfly. A good boost for that young goalie. Bunch of +3s. Very nice. Very nice. Ryan McAllister does not switch to... Actually, no, he does switch to left wing. Okay, cool. The goalie one is really good. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's our way that we can get a goalie boost. Nolan Burke has added left wing to his repertoire. Not bad. Jaden Hayes does not get that position change. That's okay. Great end with a 50 and train him up to be Patrick Waugh. You could keep changing his player type and keep doing the preseason. Goalies are the easiest to train up, that's for sure. But also, it's like, is it worth the investment? All right, everyone's still got their abilities so far. Jaden Hayes has 2 goals in 16 games. Cannons has 3 points and 35 PIMs. Let's go. Arneson, 5 points in 16 games for Pierce Arneson. Not bad. Sokolov, 5 points. Not bad. And then Hagelin, 5 goals and a -21. Zamula, that rating has dropped, but he also changed to a defensive defenseman. And again, player types can dictate overalls as well. So if I were to ask Igor Zamula, yeah, so I can only ask people once a year for player types. So there we go. It's been decided. I can't immediately switch Zamula back. Cool. So we're good. We're good. Let's move on. Let's keep risking it. I'm still uncertain if this is the best way to go for those low 6s, but I gotta find out. Now's the time to risk it, you know? Zamula out with a sore knee. I mean, obviously, it's going to make our team much worse, so I'm just a little bit worried about morale. Instead of what if we just now drop those guys back down? But it is what it is. I think that's the best way to go about it. Is just say it is what it is. Shout out to Laura Kynan jumping fair. Not bad. Not bad. Apparently, it's going to be a good year for rookies again, which is music to our ears. All right, let's see. Is this going to prove to be worth it from performance? Or Calgary and our captain kept getting a lumber out for performance in the playoffs and one playoff MVP. Fair. Fair. Yeah. So again, we know our team can be much, much better than this. We've won over 30 games last year. So I'm not necessarily worried about, our team's taking a step back. It's intentional to see if we can brute force that development. But I am worried about whether or not it's worth it or not. Emperor, what's up, man? How the hell are you? We'll see if it's worth it. We'll see. UDFA is undrafted free agent. Let's see. Let's go. Best lines only. NHL-wise, still looking good. Certain abilities still intact. Torre is still hurt. Hayes up to 6 goals. I mean, it's not bad, but man, I don't know if we can get that guy to develop. Emperor, nice. I do plan on getting that game within the week. All right, Jabril's back. All those abilities are still intact, which is good. Dude, Ty Glover's up to an 83 as a power forward from a grinder. That's nuts. See, he's someone that's suffering right now because we're trying to brute force this development. That said, it's like none of these guys are going to win. Maybe we make the change at the start of January. I don't know. I just can't help but wonder, like, what if we send those guys down now? Immediately, like, Kennan just gets hurt. But what if we send them down now? They'll still have some of the NHL time, and then we try to get this team some wins down the stretch. Like, unless there's a miracle where somehow one of those guys is somehow in a Calder conversation, there's just no way. Shout out to Connor McDavid being a freak. Yeah, Timofey Kuznetsov, Brady Wasselin. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be half pregnant on this issue. I'm gonna go half pregnant on this issue and try to have everything go our way. Don't know if it'll work, but that is the goal. We're gonna call up Fleming and Fantilli. We're gonna send down Hagelin. This way we can just try to keep everybody happy. I didn't even notice there was a guy named Rod Pecker. That's awesome. Yeah, this way we can try to keep everybody happy. It might not work. You could argue what the hell is the point, but we'll also call it Morrison, who's a depth forward. Okay, there we go. But yeah, this way, hopefully we can keep people on the NHL roster especially happy now. Apparently Nolan Burke is not having a very good time. But if we go best lines, Croft and Torre. Really? It takes out Jabril Torre. I'm a bit surprised at that. He's a depth defenseman. I want Jabril in there. So sorry to Luca Fantilli, but Torre is coming back in. And then forward-wise, second line, first line, fourth, third, depth, fourth, and third for Glover. It was Wheatcroft as a fourth liner that was out. So let's make Logan Morrison the healthy scratch. Get Chase Wheatcroft in there. So it'll be McAllister, Wheatcroft, and McCown on the fourth line. None of these guys were outright second liners, right? Those guys were all on the top line. Yeah. So let's just go by rating. We're not going to have another proper right wing, but that's okay. Not too worried about it. You have Toporowski as a sniper. Let's split him away from Ford. It was 0 goals for Burke. Jesus. Yeah, he is cooked, isn't he? Let's go Glover, Sasson, Ford, Richlovsky, Burke, Toporowski. We're keeping that top line the same. Defensively, that's fine. And then AHL, it opens up a few spots. No guarantees these guys get into the lineup. Arneson did at the very least. But that opens up a few opportunities. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like that NHL time might have been worth it, but just because that we now have 3 players with abilities, I'm worried, right? Like, who knows? If I rolled with our best lines all season, maybe we would have been able to make the playoffs. I don't know. Because we weren't that far off last year. And we just beat Utah 10-2. But also we got a couple of big losses in there too. So I don't know. It's tough, but maybe half a season up, half a season down will be enough for them to develop. Problem is it's banking on low 4 and low 6s, which is really concerning. But yeah, we have been winning a lot more games since making that switch, which makes sense. And again, just get that morale up. With morale being on, we have to be aware of it at all times. So we do have Kennons that needs to be sent down. He won't be affected by waivers. Sorry, Oleg. Welcome back from injury. We have lost Silver Quick Draw on Max. At this point, I'm probably just going to... I'm tired of editing the damn things, so I'm just going to let it yo-yo. So Max had Silver Quick Draw for a couple of months, and then immediately lost it again. It's due to his rating, right? Because you notice with Baines and Dubé, now that their rating is up at like 87, 88, they're not losing it anymore. But if someone hits a lower overall, it takes it away. It views them as like in regression, like you'd see with the veterans. But all right, I think we're good to just get through the season then. But a good learning season. I was hoping to see some like crazy attribute gains early on for those guys that we sent back down, but it was like a point or two maybe. There wasn't anybody that I noticed like skyrocketing in rating. Didn't mean to go best lines, but you know what it is, what it is. Fuck it. As long as people are playing. This team might actually be decent enough to still hit like 25 wins. It really isn't that bad. Not bad at all. I don't know. I'm second guessing myself on some of these decisions, but they've been made. Maybe Perforce will be the best in the AHL. Maybe, yeah. I mean, I could make sure those guys are in, at the very least, utilizing the preseason training and player type changes. Still going to be incredibly important for us. I think that's still very much our best way, but yeah, there's no guarantee that playing him in the NHL is going to see any kind of crazy things happen. We did have that one guy with 6 goals. That's not that bad, but obviously it could have been a little bit better. see. Not bad, not bad. 24 wins. Oh, yeah, we would have won 30 games. We would have won 30 games in our sleep. No problem. Had we rocked with this best lineup all season long. Easy 30 games. Easily pushing for the playoffs, to be honest. Now that's the real question. Was it worth screwing around with those lower potential guys if it meant that we probably screwed ourselves out of a playoff appearance, or at least being very close to one? But we know we're going to be able to keep the team together. They're only going to be better next year. So we'll be able to test it at that point to kind of see how that plays out. But we've almost caught up to the Sharks. 8 games left. We're still losing quite a few games, but yeah, we would have had 30 wins, no problem. I mean, we didn't make the change until what, January 1st? So, I mean, yeah, we've been much, much better, even with some decent goals against in some of these losses. One more win for 30. We got 2 games to go. Overtime loss. And there it is, 30 wins. Not bad. I'll take it. I will take another 30-win season. Absolutely. Absolutely. We could have pushed for the playoffs. Edmonton wins the President's Trophy. Wow, we still didn't finish in last. Utah was tragic. Oh my God. Utah scored less than 200 goals. We only had 212. Utah and LA also allowed more goals than we did, which is crazy. Ooh. I'm a little bit worried now. Max on 58 points. Baines. Baines has gone from having stick 'em up to truculent, big rig, close quarters, and shut down. Holy shit. He had a bit of a down statistical year, but there you go. Arshdeep Baines has turned into a monster. Holy hell, dude. That's insane. Ooh, Georgi Merkulov also develops an ability for now. We'll see if he loses it. But he gets the whole spin boost. Spinorama. That's what it's called. Yes, Dubé kept his abilities. Thank God. Thank God. Parker Ford, 45 points. Not bad. Wow. Jakub Rychlovsky was awesome. 34 points in 46 games. He was tremendous this year. Unbelievable. Changing the power forward and eventually results in physical X factors. Potential hack. At least it was for Baines. Sasson didn't develop anything else, and he actually lost quick draw 2 months after he got it. Offensively, Zamula, Jackeye still has truck. Okay. Wow. Dude, Arshdeep Baines, holy shit. And in goal, Matt Guzda. Cooley did break a 9-10 again. Yeah, I can't guarantee that Baines wouldn't have developed those abilities had I not changed the lineup, but regardless, I'm happy with how things have played out. Jesus Christ. You think the Oilers like that we're in their division? Holy hell, dude. It's Connor McDavid's world. We're just living in it. And we're not even on high scoring. Matthews only scored 57 goals this year. He's been up around 80 for the past 2 seasons. Defensively, Evan Bouchard just won the Norris Trophy in a landslide. No conversation there. In goal, the winningest, Kaapo Kahkonen in Edmonton. Demko, Vasi. Save percentages were a bit down this year. And then for the rookies, 52 points for Rod Pecker. Second overall pick last year, Rod Pecker. Probably going to win the Calder unless they give it to Brady Wasselin. But, damn, man. Because people are intrigued. And the last time we checked this, it wasn't too crazy for McDavid in terms of how well he did against us specifically. But we can check. Only had 4 points in 3 games. He destroyed Seattle. 12 points in 3. Yeah, he loved life against Seattle, especially. So, 98 overall Connor McDavid. Bitch, I ain't scared. So, on paper, really, 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 really good season for us in terms of some player development, and we're not done looking, right? I mean, just for the fact that Baines looks like a freaking superstar right now, it's crazy. Just trying to play our cards right. Like, we are looking good in some ways. We do still, I mean, maybe we don't. Maybe we don't need some of these players to show up, right? Maybe we don't. Maybe we're fine. Maybe we're going to be just fine. Which is just crazy to think about, but maybe we're going to be just fine. Not too worried about the draft class, of course. Career total. Yeah, I think career totals have been mentioned in terms like it'd be a nice addition. The Toronto Maple Leafs have won the Stanley Cup for the second time in 5 years, while the Lehigh Valley Phantoms have gone back-to-back as Calder Cup champions. The Leafs have won another one. Ooh, Max showing up as an 85. Not bad. Toronto beats Chicago in 5. Matthews versus Bedard. Matthews wins. There you go. That's 2 cups for Toronto. In this timeline, led by William Nylander, Austin Matthews, Marner, Nyes. They ended up with Victor Fedorov, Damon Severson, and Archer Aksimov. Archer Aksimov. Top goaltender for the Leafs now in this timeline. Your reward winners, again, Leafs. It's been all Eastern Conference teams, too. McDavid wins the Art Ross for the 3rd time in 4 seasons. Same as the Hart Trophy. Evan Bouchard wins the Norris. We've had 5 different Norris winners. Bing goes to McDavid. Rod Pecker wins the Calder. William Nylander the Conn Smythe. Eustace. Wow. Good for Eustace and Noonan. Okay. Wins the Vezina. Capo Kakinen the Jennings. Masterton to McAvoy. Jack Adams to the Winnipeg Jets coach for the 2nd time in a row. Matty Beniers, the first non-Finn to win the Selke. Ted Lindsay Award to McDavid. Pasternak, the one, the Rocket Richard. Fucking Jamie Benn, top point getter in the AHL, was also league MVP. Pavo Laine, not Patrick, scored the most goals. Dude named Patton was the top rookie. Bo Aki, top defenseman. Alex Nedeljkovic, top goaltender. And John Beecha, 2 years in a row, being the MVP of the playoffs. So, another very interesting season for us. Good old Bakey. So, Baines right now is showing up as an 86, but has all the abilities still. Dubé, same thing. Sasson, nothing. Merkelhoff still has Spinorama. Glover, Toporowski. Let's see. Any surprising names here? Not necessarily. No. I mean, Pear's going to be close to making it. He'll probably be a fourth liner. That's not bad. Lorikainen up to a 72. Stan Martin. 72 overall, 20 years old. That's not bad. Arneson. Okay, we did get the jump. Pierce Arneson goes to a 70. So Martin and Arneson, not bad. Not bad at all. So some of those guys did jump up. I still don't think they're going to be anything overly insane. Ooh. Hayes' potential went up. Medium top 6 forward. We got one. Jaden Hayes. Let's go. This is okay. This has gone well. This has gone very well. We have to brute force Jaden Hayes. We need that fucker to develop. I don't know if anybody else changed. It doesn't look like it, but damn. Okay. The brute force looks to have been relatively successful. The extra changes certainly helped. I don't think Baines would have developed as many abilities as a power forward otherwise. God damn. I mean, this was pretty good for us. Right? As we end up with the first overall pick, we do have to spin the wheel to see where this is going to go instead. But now, depending on what happens in free agency, man, the St. Louis Blues win the Athletics lottery. Let's see. Player retirements here. Sidney Crosby's gone. Brad Marchand, Jamie Benn, Marchand, 1 point shy of 1,200. Crosby almost broke 2,000 and would have had it not been for David Steckel. Poor David Steckel. Whoops. I meant to check goalies, but that is what it is. Have Hayes traded on his awareness supposed to the overall ASAP. I mean, yeah, it's what we had him do last year. JVR. Wow, Nazem Kadri retired early in this timeline. Okay. So St. Louis gets our draft picks. Give them away as we always do. St. Louis is actually going to be the team that wins a fair amount of them, too. It's the first year that all the extra ones we've been adding are a part of it. Let's see. 7th rounder. Crazy how many points Crosby would have had if not for the concussions. Yeah. All right, St. Louis. Enjoy the picks. Have fun at the drafts. And let's hope that we're about to have some fun in free agency.